In our previous video, we have seen how to load a file from volume and read it using Spark Read API. We also saw how to write a file and do partition on columns such as reason and product category. We also saw how our file looks after our partitioning and how this helps in performance. In continuation to that, next video. Hey YouTube world, welcome back to another video. So today we are going to discuss about the transformation in Apache Spark, and definitely this is again a demonstration with respect to some coding, right? So in transformation, we broadly classify our transformation into two categories in Spark. Okay, first is narrow, and the second one is the wide transformation. Okay, the narrow and the wide are the two major categories. And with respect to the interview as well, it become very important because they definitely ask, they will directly jump into the narrow and wide transformation. That is the basic question. What is difference between narrow and wide? Okay. So let me start with the narrow transformation first. Okay. So let's say I have a file with me. Okay. And there are two files for me. Okay. One is this one and another one is this one. So when I say narrow transformation, right, I can do transformations in it. Like I can, what all I can do. Let's suppose this is a file and this is another file for me, and I can do filter. Definitely yes, filter. I can even select it. Definitely okay. So I can perform these two operations into it, right? And these two operations doesn't require each other. Like they are independent of each other. How they are independent? Let's suppose this file, the file which I'm circling right now, you want to filter this over a date, and the date was of, let's say, any date. By any date, I mean, let's say it was for 4th of July, 4th of July, definitely. And the other date I want to filter is, I need the data for the 4th of July as well here as well. Okay. So I need the 4th of July. So 4th of July data I need. Okay. And what will happen is, do you think we need to shuffle them? By shuffle, I mean here is we need to mix these files and then create the output. Do you think, do we need to create that? That same filter can be applied here as well, right? Remember, shuffling is a very costly operation. So same 4th of July filter, I can apply here as well, right? And it will give me the same kind of result. I don't want to get into it, right? I can just filter it out. I need something for, let's suppose, New York City, New York. I need records where city is equal to New York. So do you think I need to merge them and then perform my work? No, right? So that is very straightforward, right? These two are very independent of each other. They don't require any shuffle. So any transformation which doesn't require any kind of shuffling into it, it is categorized as narrow transformations. Okay. So what I want you to now come to our Databricks environment and okay, and let's create a markdown for us first. Okay, %MD, and I will make it as transformation as a heading one. TRANSFORMATION transformations. Okay, and inside that transformation, we are discussing right now about narrow transformation, right? That is narrow. Okay, so we are discussing about narrow transformation. So let's see how this is behaving. Okay, so till our previous, we have already created our data frame. Okay, if you are getting any error, just I want to make sure you just run this one. Which one? From the partitioning, we have read the data, right? If there will be any error, just rerun this. Okay, and rerun this one, and see if the data frame is coming here. And let's rename the file as well. Let's keep it as Databricks learning. Why definitely? Because now we are learning about transformation into it. So all the work will be in one place. Okay, just run this one. Why? Because cluster get detached and it will not return the same state. Now I have created that my DF as well. Okay, and skip everything related to partition. Just directly come down here where we have our narrow and transformations. Okay, now what I want to do is I want to first give you the example of basically kind of narrow transformation, that is select. So what I want to do is the select transformation, SELECT. Okay, and I want to select any two column from my data frame. Okay, let's suppose I want to select the customer type, what type of customer he is, and what kind of region do he belong to. Okay, where does he belong to? Okay, and I have definitely to store it. If I want to print it, I have to store it, right? So that may make a df select is equal to something like this. Okay, now I want to display I want to display df select. That's it. I will run it. So the thing which you have to see here is more about how it is going to run. Let's run it and it should give us output. So basically returning customer are from basically north, west region and south region. Then we have a new customer from these regions. Returning customer we have also from west. So this is making some sense. Okay, we're not interested in this right now. Definitely, we are interested in what it has done in the background. Just come over here. See the query profiling. What it has done, just see this. It has scanned the table. Around 1K rows was scanned, row to column number, basically the big data format, that is Parquet format. And then it has converted the rows to column to limit, and then it has also limited the data. We have not done it, right? As I said, it is optimizing your query for you. It is limiting it to 1000 rows. Why? So that your result will be much faster. There are much more results, but it has just provided us the 1000 first record. So this is how narrow work. Okay, thousands record. Now coming to the another let's say suppose I want to filter it. I want to filter something. df.filter. That's it. Okay, and in df.filter, what I want to filter, let's say for any particular date. Okay, column. I want to filter on the sales date. That is sales date. Let's pick any date from there. Okay, I want to filter on sales date and equal to any date. Let's go to our data frame and see if we can get any date. Let's suppose 18th 11 2023. Let's filter on it and see how many records are present over here. Okay, this one. And if you want to make it stateful, so just write the new df filter LTER is equal to something like this. Cool. So df display. Definite display. I want to display this df underscore filter. Okay. So when I run this, just observe the pattern again. We have two rows for that, and if we see the performance and query profiling, what it has done. So again, it could have done the same thing. It has done the scanning. It has converted the rows, filtered it on basically this, converted the rows, limited to basically 1000 is the limit by default, but there were only 2 records, so it has shown the 2 records to us. Okay, so that is how our narrow transformation works. They don't depend upon other files. Okay, with respect to the what we say our white transformation. Now coming to the white transformation, if I have the same file over here and I have the same file over here, so these kind of transformation are dependent on each other. Okay, these are dependent on each other. How they are dependent? Let's suppose I want to get the sales from particular region. Okay, and that is the region is west. Definitely our country, that is India. From west region, how much, that is Gujarat region and Mumbai, Maharashtra region. So what is the sales from that region? So for this kind of thing, you need to definitely shuffle these data, right? Because without shuffling, it is going to give you wrong data. Let's suppose you make some sales from here as well, from Gujarat as well as from Maharashtra, then you need to bring them together, right? So in that case, shuffle is required. And with this shuffle, the things become complex because this is costly operation. You are going to shuffle. Just don't think about 1000 rows, because in your projects, right, you are going to get around billions and trillions of data, petabyte of data. At that time, these things are way more visible. Just for a simple white transformation grouping of data, you will see your query is running around 30 seconds, 1 minute it is taking around 5 minutes. So that is the cost which you have to pay for that, how much time it is running in the cluster. Okay, so that is how the white transformation is actually working. So to not make this video very lengthy, and I will be proceeding with the demonstration of white transformation in the next video. So stay tuned on that and head over to the next video for that. Thank you.